Hello and welcome back to another flute tip of the week. Over this weekend I was doing the opera Don Giovanni in a small production that went very well, but there was one theme to the week that none of us could really avoid, and that was how comfortable our chairs were to be in for so many hours at a time. And this got me thinking that it is finally time for us to have a good discussion about posture. So today we are learning how to properly sit or stand while playing the flute. Good posture is essential not only for being able to play to the best of your ability, but to avoid injuries that could impact your future as a musician. I have talked so much over this series about avoiding tension, about stretches or ways to work around having injuries, but I've never explicitly told you how to sit or stand while playing. So this is just as important for professionals or students as it is for beginners. First of all, let's talk about how to play when you're sitting. Today I'm using my piano bench, but you can still apply this to when you're sitting in a chair with a normal back to it. First off, it's important to remember that you're going to be rotating your torso in order to play. So that instead of sitting straight on like this, you'll rotate your chair a little bit so that it's basically at roughly a 45 or 50-degree angle to your music stand. And then when you play your flute, you'll rotate towards the stand. And also have your feet planted comfortably underneath your knees. And this gives you a good feeling of stability, and you don't just need to feel dependent on how sturdy the chair is. Next, you want to have your back comfortably straight. Everyone has a slightly different curve to their spine, but in general, you should be sitting pretty much like this. The top of your back will essentially be in line with the base of your spine. Your chest will be comfortably up so that you're able to expand your rib cage whenever you take a breath. It gives you lots of room for your stomach to expand, and your head should be comfortably placed at the top of your spine so that your head, your chest, and the bottom of your spine are in line with each other. From there, when you lift up your flute, you need to keep the bottom of your chin parallel to the floor. And this allows you to have your neck well balanced instead of having to engage your muscles to keep your head up in the place where you need to be playing. And from here, it's easy to shift if you need to. Especially if you're playing in chamber groups or an orchestra, it gives you a little bit of freedom to be able to rotate towards who you need to be looking at if necessary. And when you're sitting in a chair with a back, you don't want to be sitting with your back fully resting against the chair. This is so that you're not completely dependent on the shape of the back of the chair to be able to sit properly and have good control over your body when you're playing. Because not every chair is going to be comfortable for you. So again, that is with your feet underneath your knees, and your knees hopefully at a 90-degree angle. Again, this might change a little bit depending on the height of your chair. Again, your back comfortably straight, so not curving it out like this as if to push your chest forward, bringing it in so that you're able to expand your rib cage all the way around and be comfortable and well balanced. And then you'll be rotating your torso a bit, putting up your flute and keeping your chin parallel to the floor so that your neck can be nice and relaxed. And you should have your chair at about a 45-degree angle to the music stand. However, you should experiment with how sharp the angle is, because just like not every chair is built the same, every person is not built the same. But these are the general parameters that we should all follow. So now let's talk about when we're standing up. Essentially, the way you're going to be having your torso is going to be the exact same as when you're sitting down. So that means having your spine aligned with itself, head in line with your chest, in line with your pelvis, so that everything is comfortable, you're not overextending or hunching over. You're also going to be standing at roughly the same angle as when you're sitting down. So this means that when you're standing, you're going to be slightly rotated to the music stand so that when you're turning, you are looking dead on to your music or to whomever you're performing. It's the placement of your feet and your legs that are going to be very important while you're standing. So if we're standing at our angle to the music stand, which we will assume to be here, you want to have your feet roughly hip width apart. If you have your feet too close together, it makes it so that you have a high center of gravity and it's easy to tip over. But when you've got your feet nice and wide without going too far and causing some tension, it's going to be a lot more comfortable and a lot more stable so that you're not going to be easily pushed over. This allows you the freedom to be able to move a little bit while you're playing, although don't do any dances, not unless it's a piece of choreography. Also, what is extremely important is to make sure your legs aren't blocked. If you find yourself playing and your knees are all the way back like this, what it does is it creates tension all from your knees up to your hips. And that tension, as we've talked about in the past, will travel all the way up your torso and make you overall quite uncomfortable. It also reduces the stability you feel with your feet in relation to the floor, because you start to lose kind of the sensation of the existence of the lower half of your legs. You want to have your knees comfortably relaxed. So that means very slightly bent, as if you're standing on a train and you've got your knees a little bent so that you're not going to fall over. And this also allows you to engage right from your toes all the way up so that you're truly performing with your whole body. You also need to make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. You don't want to be raising them up and cutting into the space of your throat, which hurts the resonance of your sound as well as your ability to breathe properly. So you want to keep your shoulders at their natural height. So again, that tip was good posture is essential not only for being able to play to the best of your ability, but to avoid injuries which could impact your future as a musician. I hope you find this week's tip helpful. I'll see you all next week. Flute happy, play happy, and stand or sit happy. The rehearsals and performance I was doing were in Hastings, and it was absolutely gorgeous weather while I was there. It was beautiful, it was sunny, and I got weird burns. I put on my makeup today, and it felt like putting on a geisha mask. And I had a burn on my forehead, bright burn on my nose, and one little burn there. And that's not all. I don't know if you can tell, but my right arm got quite a bad burn as well. My left arm didn't, though. I blame it all on mini golf, but I did win.